with no further ado, man, the man of the hour on his way to another. Let's see if we get the side by side. Boom, there we go. On his way to another NFC championship, man. Jimmie Ward, 49ers on. What's happening, man?
What's good, Darius? What's good, Antoine? Chilling, man.
You gonna call me Antoine.
AB, my bad. Hey, my bad. All right, I go back to the usual. AB, what up, man?
Hey, not chilling, man. Chilling. How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. Second time in the NFC Championship, feeling great.
Well, shit.
Y'all can hear me well?
Yeah, we good.
Okay, you good. Right. Like you said, we're gonna jump right into it. You know what I mean? Obviously, we wanna know a little bit more about Jimmie Ward, but since you just jumped right into it, second time in NFC Championship, like what y'all gotta do to get into that bowl? You know, obviously seems like y'all have the Rams number. Like what y'all gotta do to get into that bowl?
Basically just force them to be one dimensional, run the ball on offense and force them to pass. See if Matt Stafford can win them the game. Cam Akers starting to come alive since he came off that Achilles. Gave up the ball twice last game I saw. But other than that, I'm not too worried. The guys up front on our team been doing their thing. We've been limiting the rushing yards, which I think that's what's been giving us the ups on teams in these last 4 games. I think we went 4-0 in the last 4 games, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you ain't mistaken. You know.
Okay.
You know.
I'm just making sure.
Hey, when I watched you, I'm not sure if it was the first or second game y'all played the Rams, and it seemed like AB talked about before, the Chargers had their numbers. This is one of those teams in a division where it just feel like y'all got their number. And you specifically, you set the tone. I think I'm not sure if it was the first or the second, but I think it was a pick. Few plays you made in that first quarter, you set the tone early, man. How important is that for you? I feel like that's your role in the team as a captain, as one of them energy guys who plays all over the secondary, big time communicator. How important is for you to set that tone early?
It's very important. Just like that first game, first 2 series had a pick, and both of those drives, that was the tone setter right there. It gave the momentum to the offense, and the offense, bled the clock out and was running the ball. They couldn't stop that. And no matter who they had on defense, Von Miller and Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, doesn't matter. At the end of the day, that's the style of ball that we trying to play, physical ball on both sides of the ball. And making plays, it's always about the turnover game. Whoever has the most turnovers, most likely going to have a higher percentage to win the game.
Shit. So talk about this, right? So talk about DeMeco Ryans, your D coordinator. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So first year, as the play caller, you go out there to Green Bay, right? Underdog, first drive, they drive down, they score. Devontae Adams had probably like 3 or 4 catches in that first drive, and then the rest of the game, it was like, he was kind of out of the picture. Like talk about DeMeco Ryans, man, the relationship that y'all have with him on the defense and just how he's been calling the plays this year.
Man, DeMeco Ryans, y'all know he used to be a former player. I don't know if y'all played with him, but I'm pretty sure y'all played against him if y'all didn't play with him.
Yeah.
He's a player. He's a player's coach. Young, got a lot of energy. And he loved his game, man. Very passionate about this game, and he calls the plays. And I know I always talk to him on the sideline. He always asks me like, "Hey Jimmy, is there anything you want me to call?" And I always tell him. I always reply like this, like, "Man, call anything that works." Like I'm working for you right now. I'm trying to get the same thing you trying to get. I want the ring. So, but other than that, that's just examples, and he communicates with all his players like that, with Fred, with Eric Armstead, with the captains on the defense. Very fun guy to be around, and he's having a phenomenal year, and I'm not surprised that he's getting head coaching interviews right now, and towards the back end of the season, hopefully he gets that job. Anybody else, I'm pretty sure they had that job. But, it's crazy, for him to just step in that role, that DC role, and could be one and done. Like that's crazy.
That's
And
crazy. Yeah.
he's
He deserved it though.
yeah, definitely deserving. He's 37, right?
Yeah, shit, we was the same draft class.
Man, that's crazy. And just think about his whole resume. Man, made all pro one time, Pro Bowl twice. In that first year, DC get the coach in the NFC
Yeah.
championship game. Man, that's crazy. That's some
Hey.
crazy stats right there for you.
Hey, I love it. And corner, obviously, I play corner. That's one of the more, and that's kind of been a rotating position for y'all, whether it be injuries or guys just coming in there. Thomas making that huge week 18 interception in the game, and then he goes out. You bring in a young guy. I know AB spoke on a young guy, D. Johnson. Yeah, he went in there, made plays, man. So that says a lot about a coach, man. And y'all went in there. First drive, let's talk about the last game. This division, this whole round, this whole weekend of football. I don't know how much of other games you actually watched. This whole weekend was crazy. Probably the best weekend ever of football. But y'all took away 17, and me watching it as a defender, I'm always like, hey, we got to make somebody else beat us. And it looked like after that first drive, went 3.5 quarters, Green Bay, they only put up 3 more points. Like, just talk about the game plan, the execution, like just everything from that game, the conditions, the weather, all that. And then we're going to get to your quarterback at some point as well. But talk about this defense and the special teams, man.
Man, the first 15 plays, they just start, they do some stuff that they've been practicing all week. I'm just saying, not surprised, who they was going to try to get the ball to. If you're playing backyard football, what you start to realize, like, okay, this is the only dude who getting the ball. Hey, man, we double him. Hey, play over top of him. So that's basically what happened. After, they threw him a few catches. They drove down the field. We were like, golly, man, I know this ain't finna be this type of game now. Like, man, we play these cats. We know who these cats is. And each year, like, that's one thing I noticed about Green Bay. For some reason, I don't know if it's Aaron Rodgers is really good. We know that. I don't know if it's just because Aaron Rodgers is really good and there's not enough money that goes around on the team. I don't get it. But every time they play like a team that's together without all the superstars, but just a great team, defense, offense, special teams, seem like they always fold every year in the playoffs. If you don't pay attention to that, but I'm pretty sure y'all do. Y'all play years and years, A-Rod won one, but it's like, damn, he should have been at least up 3 to 4 rings by now, but
it's a
I don't know. It's weird. But besides that, after that first series, and then, Miko did a great job. Miko he knows his players. And he had to mix stuff up, and I feel like we did a great job of mixing coverages up. And me and Kwasi and Dante and Emmanuel Mosley just started to disguise. We just started talking to us like, "Hey man, we got to give A-Rod a different look. A-Rod, smart guy. If you give him a look, he gonna pick you apart." So we just started confusing him. I didn't know if it was gonna work or not because A-Rod seen more ball than all of us. So I didn't know if this was gonna work or not, but it started working because he started throwing the ball in different in coverages that he wasn't supposed to, throwing a flat in cover 2, and got Emmanuel Mosley blew up Devontae Adams. And after that, he just looked at him like, and once I saw that, I said, oh, we got him. That was the second half. That was the second half.
He did. He threw one deep in 3rd 11 too, right after that block punt. He
just tossed it, and they started to panic. And then it's just and then it came, like I said, backyard football, because at the while it was guys open. It was some coverage we didn't play too well. Yeah. But you know who he was looking at?
17.
17. Who getting the most money? 17. So it's crazy how that happened. And like I said, just by him looking at 17 and not giving the other guys a chance to make a play, the win went to our corner, man. But I still got to give credit to my guys on defense. We held it down. 260, 266. The total.
How many sacks?
Probably, I don't even know how many sacks, but I know them boys did their job.
I think Eric had 2 or 3, right? Yeah, he had 2 or 3. Yeah, 2 or 3.
Look, one thing about Eric, man, Eric's showing up, man. Eric's showing up in these playoffs with the sacks. That's what I was explaining to the media after the game. They was asking about Eric. Yeah, Eric, he really, been playing on another level. And I'm like, Eric been doing that all year. It's just
Yeah.
he doesn't get the sacks, but he's a run stopper. That's the reason why we're one of the best run stopping defenses in the game right now. Just because we got guys like Eric, you ain't moving him, and he's setting the edge. Like, I understand y'all want him to get 10 plus sacks and this and that, obviously,
That
but
ain't ball. Ain't
that,
what he there for.
he's doing his job. He's doing his job.
Yeah. Who? What's the name of your D-line coach? Because he need a shout out too.
Chris Harris.
Hey,
Chris
I tell you, even when y'all lost Bosa in the wild card round, it was hell for that. All afternoon, like that D-line, they kept hunting, and as a unit, it's just guys doing the job, the front level, the second level, the DBs. You talk about the disguise. When I was watching the film, I see it was probably like half the time y'all told A-Rod before the snap, like, you ain't throwing the 17. And he had to, he'll still look. And then he like, all right. And once you try to get that second, third read, you got them cats hunting, they start hitting you or you start seeing ghosts. So it's kind of cumulative. And I think obviously, that's the recipe for Stafford going forward. But why doesn't Jimmy G, your quarterback, why doesn't he get the respect that I think he deserves? Because a lot of people talk about, I think he made.
You can't ask that man that question.
Yeah, you can. He gonna defend his quarterback.
Teammates.
I watched the man play. Out of his first probably 4-5 passes, 3-4 were dropped, and it's conditions, you adjusting whatever. But he made plays late in the game to put him in position to kick a field goal, win the game. Tell me why people don't respect this man.
Man,
how do y'all feel about him as teammates?
Like, come on, Darius. You played in the league.
Hey, can you let our guest speak, please? AB, damn.
Hey, so y'all crazy. But this game, I want to Jimmy used to this. He used to that type of weather. And Jimmy played in Illinois just like I did. He used to slinging the rock. It's just it was some drops. And he probably had some passes that was either too high or he just threw them away.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you got a lot of these guys on our team played in the South, played in the West Coast, Cali all their life. So coming back to going to the Midwest, Green Bay, that's one of the coldest places you get, especially in January. That's right in the middle of winter right there. So I knew it was going to be tough for the offense, but go back to your question. I just think it's because our defense has been doing so well. Defense has been doing so well over the years since 2019. And on top of that, we've been having an elite run game. So when you got both of those, they're not going to just sit there and give you all the credit. And the same similar picture is going on with the quarterback over there with the Titans. When you notice all these when you follow the NFL page, pro football, when they throwing all these cartoon characters up like Christmas and a Halloween, who they put on our team? They either pick Kittle to represent the 49ers, they pick Bosa, or they pitting Debo up there. They don't pick Jimmy as much just because, that's just how they feel, like the run game. Same thing with, like I said, they pick Derrick Henry instead of Tannehill. That's just, they gon', but at the same time, I'm happy they giving guys like that respect. I'm glad them guys see it. But at the end of the day, I'd rather be playing with Jimmy than against Jimmy, because I saw what Jimmy can do in college when she was a shotgun quarterback. He was sitting in the shotgun, got that quick release like Tom Brady. And that's the reason why Belichick didn't want to get rid of him, but he didn't have a choice. He didn't have a choice. Tom Brady wasn't finna give it up.
Yeah, he got big dog.
It's just what's been going on with him is the same thing what happened to me, man. When you playing in that cold and you stay healthy in the cold, I feel like once you come to Cali, it's like you be like, okay, I got good weather. I don't got to worry about too much about, injuries. I got good weather. And next thing you know, you start to get banged up. Yeah. And that's what happened with me in my early career. And I don't know. I can't really speak on him, though. I can't really speak on him. I don't know how much money he's investing in his body or what. But I think.
What did you switch up? What's some of the things you switched up?
I just started adding weight. I added so much stuff, recovery stuff to my game. It's crazy. Like I was watching when AB was there, all them boys was doing it, but I
I know you watching
them
AB
young
old,
legs. I had them young legs. I'm like, man, I'm good, man. I don't need all this, man. Them injuries start to pile up. I said, you know what? I need to look myself in the mirror and figure something out. What you
Jimmie,
say?
that's why I fuck with you, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Jimmy G, that's your teammate. You feel me? So like, you know, y'all about to go to AMC Championship. So, you know, you politically correct answer. That's why I rock with you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you heard the man said.
Yeah, that's why I really man D-Buck gonna act like D-Buck in the same situation. Somebody asked him about a teammate. He ain't gonna give him like,
he spoke the truth. He spoke the truth. He told me why they're not giving him. It makes sense. And like I said, we talked before. All those things considered, and I agree with him. When Jimmie G wasn't out there, it's hard to win, and it's hard to. You look around the league, it ain't too. You got about probably 7, 8 guys who like, all right, who I would just give, and I say, all right, these are the guys. Outside of that, I mean, it's at least a conversation when you're looking at that quarterback.
It's a toss up. Hey, look, another thing I want to talk to you about, where I know a lot of people might not know that your safety mate back there, Jaquaski Tart, right? Y'all back there, communication is unbelievable. Y'all went to high school together. Y'all grew up together.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so like just talk about, you know, briefly just how that relationship is and how that helps y'all back there in the secondary when you're talking about communication and things of that nature. Because, you know, as you know, safeties, you know, you got to be on the same page with one another. So, you know, you guys growing up playing or going to high school together, playing with each other in high school, how does that relationship carry over into the field?
Man, it's like we brothers for real. We argue, fuss, complain, but at the end of the day, you know, we know we got each other back. And chemistry is great between me and him. You know, it starts all the way back from high school. He kind of knows how I'm gonna play, and I know how he's gonna play. And just having somebody that's just versatile too. And then I feel like just me and him push each other. You know, we all in competition. You know, I want to be the top safety in the league. He want to be the top safety in the league. But if, you know, my team saying my name more, like San Francisco, Jimmie Ward, this and that, you know, he feel like he good. So he be like, man, you know what? I'm finna go out here and ball and like this. I'm just saying we still praise each other. Now we're not on no jealous type stuff like that. But
that's always competition.
It's competition. I feel like that drives him. I feel like me keep going like each year. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna continue playing. I think that push him. That make him like, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna give me 8 years because I'm a year ahead of him. I'm gonna get 8 years this year. Jimmie ain't finna stop playing. All right, bet. You know, okay, I'm finna ball out this year. I want this much money. All right, Jimmie get this. And so that's kind of how that's been going. And this year, you know, he was dealing with some injuries, but somehow he figured it out. And like that's something I couldn't figure out too much. Like when I missed camp, it's hard when you miss camp with injury.
Yeah,
it's hard to finish the season because something else you overcompensate for something else and you get a soft tissue injury, and then once you come back, and then your bones weak or something. Well, you build your muscles up, but you know there's something going on with your knee is aching. So, like for him to fight through that and persevere through that, that's amazing. And he's been playing lights out. Like the coverage that I had bust right before I blocked the field goal. Aaron Rodgers started being Aaron Rodgers. But,
Aaron Jones on the sideline.
Turning the pass route.
What a play by Tart, man.
Yeah, went and got that ball.
The second time he did it, Philly game, he did the same thing. He went and got I can't remember who the wide receiver was, but went and got him. And I want to say the wide receiver run like a 4.3. And dude 6'2", man, we're quite like 6'2", 220, 225, something like that, moving like that. Like
and then it's crazy because like at that time during the game, it's like you really don't realize like how big of a play that was until, you know, that's a touchdown saving, you know what I mean, tackle. And then, you know, you look at it at the end of the game, shit, you win, you know, 13-10. So that was a huge play.
And low key, they bailed out the coach too, because coach called that timeout for the Packers because Packers about to run it in, jogging to halftime. Coach Shanahan called timeout. So everybody, okay. Then A-Rod scrambled out, hit Aaron Jones 75. And like you said, you hustle, you get him down, and then you make the play which is something I've never seen actually work in the game. The chop down the arm, you come through, block it. Like you see a rep. I see the rep for 9 years in practice. I've never seen it actually executed in the game. See it executed divisional round right before the half. Y'all took that momentum right to the half. That was crazy. Like you said, complimentary football. You blow a coverage, he got your back. But another thing y'all got, all the DBs, man, and I'm so jealous of this that we wasn't in the league for this. Everybody, y'all had starting the season 1, 2, 3, 4 across the secondary, man. How did that come about? Was this your number in high school? Like, I'm so jealous I couldn't throw that deuce on in the league, man. Shit, how did that come about, man?
Man, I played that. That was my Pop Warner number. That was the first number I ever played football with. So it was number 1. I wanted it in college, but my roommate had 15. Kwasi had 3 when we was younger, or was it 2? I can't remember. I think it was 2 or 3. But Jason had Verrett had number 2. And E-Man had number 4 when he was in high school. So I ended up I can't remember who pulled the trigger first. I told Jason Verrett, and Jason Verrett got his jersey. I was waiting on mine because Debo wanted one too, because Debo was in college, but Debo didn't want to pay that. He didn't want to pay that money. They wanted Debo to pay
He selling too many jerseys.
300,000. He's selling too many jerseys. So he's like, man, And so he was telling me, like, hey, Jimmy, man, hey, don't get it this year. Because if you get it this year, I can't wear it next year. I said, so we just finna just let it hang on the shelf.
Can't do that.
I'm like, nah, man. I'm good. I said, I'm gonna rock that. I said, you know what, Debo? If I don't make no plays, then I give it to you next year.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, I don't make too many plays, and now it's for me.
Hey,
I'm like, hey, what'd you say?
Yeah, I said it's over with now. That's you now. But man, I love watching y'all team play. Obviously, love watching you play that physical. I feel like that's the main thing that jump off the screen in the league. That it's all about numbers, quarterbacks, analytics, all this shit. I feel like y'all boys play old school, beat 'em up, physical football. Start offense and defense. You got Trent up front. I feel like he leads the charge there. Then obviously Kittle, what he does in the run game, even when he's not putting up great pass receiving numbers. Debo, another cat, man. But whose idea was it to put that yak? Because I'm from South Florida. Mm-hmm. Y'all come out of that locker room with that boom box, with that yak. Who idea was that?
I don't know, man. They've been doing that. That's just a tradition. I want to say.
When did that start?
When Nick Cray, when Coach Kyle them got there. That's when it started.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. The coaches brought it. I like that.
Yeah. Nick Cray, the DJ. So,
so that's the infamous boombox holder.
Yeah, that's Nick Cray. Yeah, Nick Cray be at Vegas with it, holding the boombox, being the DJ. Brought it to the team.
Bumping that yak, man. I love it.
I like it.
Man, hey, man. Good luck. You got something?
Yeah, I forgot to add this one about Kwasi. I just wanted to love him so much. One thing too that me and him that he brings to the table that doesn't put too much work on me is the fact that he can cover.
Mm-hmm.
Like, got good technique. If you ever watch the games, like when we're in 12 personnel, or if we're in 11 personnel, he'll go down and cover. Even 10 personnel, he'll cover wide receiver. I've seen him cover Brandon Cooks before they tried to throw a fade route on him. He broke it up, could have picked it. But it's just like stuff like that, like interchangeable. That helps with the disguise because normally, you can't bid on me always going down to cover the number in 10 personnel or 11 personnel when they try to mismatch and pick the wide receiver at 3 and the tight end at 2. They're expecting me to come down, but sometimes Kwasi will go down, so you really don't know if it's man or if it's a zone tail, and I think that kind of help out too.
Nah, that's always been the biggest thing for me when they ask about safety play. I'm like, man, give me some interchangeable safeties. Like, you know what I mean? We can disguise better. We can play right and left. We don't have to play strong and free. You know what I mean? But again, I wish y'all, I bet against y'all last week, but.
Oh, you always bet with us. That's crazy.
I know, but last week I had to bet against y'all. But, this week, I'm gonna rock with y'all, man. But Jimmy, man, it's good to see just a growth in you as a player, man.
Hold on, AB. Before he brought up coverage. Now I watched Week 18 matchup. You're gonna be matched up with Cooper
You
Kupp.
gonna cut me off and shit.
Yeah, you can't let him out of here before I get there.
Let's talk about it.
We got to talk about this now. You're gonna be matched up. Offensive player of the year. I gave him the MVP yesterday after making that play. My pick for the MVP, but Triple Crown winner. He gonna be targeted slot outside. When I watched that Week 18 matchup, y'all will match up a lot, and I feel like McVay do a good job of putting him in positions where it's tough for you to put hands on him. But on that third six, when he ran that little that fade, be ready for that. He would have got me with that shit too. A little corner route push off with the combo. Be alert for that. But what's your thoughts on this matchup coming up, man?
First off, I get a whole week of practice. I didn't practice that whole week. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, if anybody catch the ball on me, I'd rather it be somebody like that, top wide receiver in the league. But we're gonna get another opportunity. So I'm confident. It don't matter who in the slot. It don't matter who at the 3 spot and 2 spot. When I'm in there, I'm gonna be locked down, man. I'm gonna play my game. So
I'm looking forward to it, man.
Just make sure and me having a good game that'll help us win. Me doing my job, covering whoever I need to cover, hit whoever I need to hit. If I do that, if I do my job well, like how I know how I can do it, we'll win the game.
I like it.
I love it, man.
I like it.
Good luck this weekend, man. Championship Sunday. Hopefully y'all punch that ticket to the Super Bowl. I know LA County, the Rams only allow it.
Hold on, Debo. Hold on.
Go ahead. I know you had to get a cut off.
Hey, congrats, Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? My man cut me off and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Yeah, congrats, bro. Now, real talk, man. Congrats, man. Love to see the growth in you as a player, man. Coming in as a rookie, flying around 100 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? You still out there doing your thing, man. You're a captain, you're a leader now, man. So, again, like D-Bus said, definitely salute to you. And good luck to y'all boys, man.
All right. Thank you.
Hold it down, man. Ball out, bro. Boom, 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 boom. Man, appreciate Jimmy for jumping on the show, man.
That was good stuff.
Yeah, real good stuff, man. And just listening to him talk, you can see why he's been as successful as he's been. And I only expect him to continue to get better. And what he does at that safety position, like it ain't too many safeties going down and playing Cooper Kupp one-on-one in the slot. Like that's tough to do, man. But I'm looking forward to that matchup next weekend.